Shalom. Before I get started, as always, I want to give all praise to Yahweh, Bahashim, Yahushai, Bahashim, Rakakwadash. Double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone where I learned this truth. Peace, blessings, and salutations to the elect that they're scattered abroad, pushing this truth on the four corners of the earth, risking lives and freedom to do so. It's your brother Tazamak coming back with a quick lesson. I'm going to call this lesson Consumed because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord. Okay? And I'm going to be going into these rebellious Israelites. Alright? These rebellious Israelites, the same wicked niggas that were back then, are the same, the same spirits that are back today. Just like how you had the ancient prophets back in the days, back in ancient times, should I say, you have them back in this time. Alright? So the same demons, the same wicked niggas that were back then are the same niggas that are back right now. Okay, they didn't want to listen back then. They lost faith. They rebelled. They committed idolatry, which moved the Lord to anger. Okay, and I got a depiction. I'm going to dig into it a little bit. I got a depiction on us in the wilderness. Okay, during our exodus out of Egypt. All right. But you had wicked niggas that were among us. Here the Lord just delivered us out of the hand of Pharaoh. Okay, which the modern day Pharaoh is the president. But the Lord delivered us out of the hand of Pharaoh. And you had niggas complaining. You had niggas that wanted to go back. Believe it or not. Because they lost faith out there. Like, damn, this man, if we would have knew it would have been like this, we would have stayed in bondage. Idiots, right? Just like you got people chasing Esau right now. On Esau's tail. Section 8. Food stamps. Child support, right? So when all hell breaks loose, they're gonna want those benefits still. They're gonna be like, damn man, I ain't got my Section 8. Damn, I ain't got my food stamps. Damn, I ain't got my child support, which are, mainly, the women. The child support mainly, in rare cases men can get it for what I heard, but it's the women. But everybody, the men and women, especially, our people and the heathens, they rely on Esau's system. Just like in Egypt, we was in bondage, and they wanted to go back to that because our people lost faith. Okay, so them niggas, the Lord took them out. The Lord said, y'all ain't about to see the promised land. Okay, and I'm gonna get into it because the wicked niggas aren't gonna see it either on this side. They are gonna see it in the end when they get reborn through the 1/3, but they're not gonna see it on the first dominion, on the first go round, should I say? Okay, so I'm gonna start off in the book of Joshua 5 and 6. It reads, "For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness. To all the people that were men of war, which came out of Egypt, were consumed, because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord." Okay, that was why we was out there so long. Niggas was being niggas. Okay, they were worshiping idols. They lost faith. Okay, they were doing the whole 9 yards. Talking back to Moses. Okay, that's why the Lord had their ass get swallowed up by the desert. And it was other accounts that took place how the Lord wiped them out. Okay, and they were also losing faith. They're like, how long are we going to be out here? So it was a charade of things. They were rebelling, okay, murmuring behind Moses' back, And it says, I'm going to start back at the top, Joshua 5 and 6. "For the children of Israel walked 40 years in the wilderness. To all the people that were men of war, which came out of Egypt, were consumed." Okay, and it's a reason why it says that. Look, it says, "Because they obeyed not the voice of the Lord, until whom the Lord sware that he would not show them the land, which the Lord swear unto their fathers." See, starting off with Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob, the promise, okay, the covenant that the Lord made with them. Okay, it says that he would give us a land that flowed with milk and honey, going into our land, Israel. Okay, and it was called that because of the abundance and the resources. Okay, right now it's tainted because some demons is over there, but it's going to go back to how it originally was supposed to be. Okay, so the Lord didn't want these wicked niggas to see it. So that's why the Lord had to get rid of them. And here's the reason why. Verse 7. "And their children whom he raised up in their stead. Okay, then Joshua circumcised, for they were uncircumcised because they had not circumcised them by the way. That's part of our customs, but the main thing is being circumcised in the heart. But going back to the point, it says in Joshua 5:7, and their children whom he raised up in their stead. So the Lord had all the wicked demons get purged out. Okay, the Lord didn't want to show them the promised land. And then, the children got raised up in their stead, the righteous, the righteous among our people got to see it. Not the wicked ass niggas that were complaining, talking behind Moses' back. Damn, he think he the shit. He leading us. They were still wicked. Okay? They were wicked and the Lord had to do away with them. Alright? Just like now, we represent Yahweh Bashim Yahushua. So if you're talking about Moses back then, ultimately you had a problem with the Lord. Okay? If you were talking about Moses then, ultimately you had a problem with the Lord, because just like Moses, how Moses, was speaking to the Israelites, we're speaking to our people, telling them to get right. So if you got a problem with us, you got a problem with the Lord. You got a problem with Moses, you had a problem with the Lord. That's why the Lord wiped their ass out. And how they had their children get brought up the right way. It showed them the promised land, even though you still had wicked niggas that were in there, that slithered in there. The Lord dealt with them. Okay? And we're going to get our land back. We're going to end up getting our land back at the end. I'm going to get it. But I'm going to get this. This is Ecclesiastes 1, and I'm going to start at verse 9. The thing that had been, it is that which shall be. And that which is done is that which shall be done. And there's nothing new under the sun. Talking about spirits. Because in the beginning, I said, I had brought up that those same wicked ancient spirits that were back then of our people are still back today. This is what it's talking about. Okay, nothing new under the sun, no new spirits. So the same wicked spirits that were back then are back today. Okay? Verse 10. Is there anything new? Is there anything whereof it may say, see, this is new? It had been already of old time, which was before us. Okay, so there's not going to be a new spirit, nothing new that pops up that's like, damn, we didn't know this was going to happen. They're recycling the same shit over. The point I was hitting at is those same spirits are back today. There's not going to be a new wicked Israelite that wasn't that spirit that wasn't back there in ancient times. It's the same spirits. Just like the prophets had the same spirits back then, they're back today. Okay? And it says, there is no remembrance of former things, neither shall there be any remembrance of things that are to come with those that shall come after. So that's why when you come back, you don't remember your past life. I guarantee that if them Israelites were to remember that there were demons and wicked back then, they would have probably tried to shape their ways up. But that would be going against prophecy. So the Lord brings us back to not remember on purpose. None of brothers, we didn't know we was going to be prophets in today's age. Okay? Just like them niggas, the wicked demons of our people right now, they don't know what the hell is going on with them. Just that they just wicked. And they don't even see it. They smoke blunts all day, commit adultery, idolatry being number one. Okay, because that's huge among our people. All right? The next scripture I'm going to get is this. In Jeremiah 4:22. For my people is foolish. They have not known me. They are Sodom's children, and they have none understanding. They are wise to do evil, but to do good they have no knowledge. Okay, Sodom, you guys are stupid. Okay, you guys are retarded. And like I said, those same wicked spirits that were back then, those Sodish wicked ass spirits that were back then, they're back today. Okay? So the Lord's going to wipe them out, and then they're going to come back in the kingdom in their right mind. Just like the Lord wiped out those wicked Israelites and their children. Their children, got to see the promised land, the land of milk and honey. Okay? So you guys aren't fit. You 2/3 aren't fit to see the kingdom right now. You guys got to come back through us and get raised up in the right way so you guys can see the kingdom. Okay? Because right now you guys are completely out of order, completely wicked. All right? I'm going to get this next. Book of Isaiah, the first chapter, and the 3rd verse. Okay? The ox knoweth his owner, and the ass his master's crib. But Israel doeth not know, my people doeth not consider. And the ox and the donkey are considered dumb animals. So even they know their masters. It's symbolic. Okay, Israel does not reference Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. Not the 2/3 of our people. We of the elect, we do, of course. You know, of course, we represent. I mean, we reference Yahweh Bashim Yahushai, but the majority of our people don't. That's why they look at us crazy. They make mockery of us. They laugh and scorn. They did it back then. They laughed at Moses. They were murmuring behind his back. You know, they murmured behind his back. That's why the Lord put him down. You know, the Lord takes his servants serious, even with family members. They're gonna be dealt with. When Miriam started talking shit to Moses, what the Lord do? He cursed with leprosy, and she had to go away from the camp for a period of time. You know. I'm gonna get ready to close in the book of Jeremiah, because the Lord is going to show us the promised land this time around as well. Okay, we're going to be vibrating on a whole nother level. And again, the 2/3 aren't going to see it on this go-round. They're going to see it when they're born through us. Okay, so I'm going to get this. This is Jeremiah 16 and 14. Okay, it says, "Therefore, behold, the days come, said the Lord, that it shall no more be said, the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel out of the land of Egypt." And this is the picture right here. Okay, at that time, in that day, yes, it was a magnificent deliverance, but we're not going to be talking about it at that time. We're going to be talking about this right here. Verse 15, Jeremiah 16 and 15. "But the Lord liveth, that brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands," because the Lord's going to, the main deliverance is going to happen in Babylon the Great. Okay, and it says, "And from all the lands whither he had driven them," because, you know, you have the elect scattered all around the world. Okay, because the Israelites are all around the world. All right. It says, "And brought up the children of Israel from the land of the north and from all the lands whither he had driven them, and I will bring them again into the land that I gave unto their fathers." So, okay, the Lord is going to give us the promised land, but the elect, the 1/3, starting off with the elect, we're going to have first dibs. We're going to see it first. Okay? And just like the Lord purged away the wicked niggas back then, okay, when we got delivered out of Egypt, he's going to do the same thing with the 2/3 this time around. You guys are going to get wiped out. Okay, we're going to assist the Lord in getting the rebels. Okay, the ones that aren't in Babylon. You guys aren't going to see the kingdom until you guys get reborn through the 1/3. Okay? Isaiah the 36th chapter goes into it. You guys are going to see the kingdom until you guys get reborn through the 1/3 in your right mind. But it's several scriptures that talk about the Lord showing us the promised land. We're going to end up seeing it. Okay, but again, the elect, 144,000, okay, the 1/3, but start, you know, the upper echelon, the elect, because we're going to govern the earth with Yahweh Bashim Yahushai. We're going to see it on the first go-round. Okay? So Lord's will, this was an edifying lesson. With that, I'm going to say shalom.